I'm flying. I'm gonna step over here. Yep, you're good.
Alright.
Ready?
Yep.
Flipping. Flipped. Flipping. Flip. Flipping. Flipped. Flipping. Yeah. Good take. Fuck yes.
Alright everyone, hope you guys enjoyed Mr. Bad Example, 5.7 plus at the pit. That actually wraps up all of the 5.7s there, which is kind of bittersweet. There's only a few of them. There's not a lot of easy stuff at the pit, so it's kind of exciting to be able to get to start to move on to the harder and more exciting stuff. Even though there is only one 5.8 at the pit, the A-Team, which is going to be the next video on the channel. Although that's a little bit of an argument because there's not a lot of information out there when it comes to the pit. It's a very old crag that at one point, like Robert Miller, I believe his name is, who wrote the guidebook for the pit, he did a lot of extensive research into it. However, since then, it's kind of just been left alone, and a lot of people who go to the pit are there to climb like Mr. Smiley, Popeye, things like that, routes you'll see later on, which are just kind of classics in the area, versus what I'm trying to do is really climb all of these routes and get all the information together that I can. That being said, the reason that I say it's kind of like arguably the only 5.8 at the pit, because I think there are some more 5.8s there that maybe haven't been discovered necessarily or researched properly. That might be a little confusing, but we'll get into that in kind of like a different time. So you guys might be wondering, why am I climbing 5.7s right now? So as I said in my earlier videos, I am very new to outdoor climbing. I've not done a ton of it. Most of my climbing over the few years I have been climbing has been indoors. Now, my red point inside is probably 511D, maybe 512A, if I'm in good shape and I've been, kind of keeping up with my health and diet and stuff. So we'll say just 511D right now is my red point. So why am I going outside and I'm climbing these 5.7s? Well, in my mind, first of all, something that I think would be really cool is to climb all the routes at the pit, within reason. There might be a couple X-rated stuff that I don't want to hop on just due to safety reasons, but everything that can be climbed, so to speak, I would love to go through that process of climbing each and every single one. Starting, obviously, at the easiest 5.7s. That's one reason why I'm doing this. The other reason, and kind of the most important reason, is the lessons as a new climber that I can pull away and I can take from all of these easier climbs. And one thing, guys, I can say, anyone who's watching this series, especially if you're a newer climber, and maybe you're a newer climber but you're still on 5.10s outside, take my advice when I say I have learned so much just from going to the pit and starting with these easier climbs. Now, I know right now I've only posted a few videos. I've obviously climbed a lot more and I've got a lot more videos lined up, so I can definitely say with confidence that with the lineup of routes I have coming up on the channel and the routes that I have under my belt, and by going in that order from 5.7 to 5.8 to 5.9 and working my way up, it's taught me just so many valuable lessons. So to kind of tie that theory into the current video, Mr. Bad Example, some of the lessons that this particular route taught me was, one, sometimes you're going to experience some runout, and sometimes that runout can be a little bit dangerous. You guys can't really tell in the video too much, but there's a section where I think it's the third clip to the fourth clip is not only really extended, but it's also on an angle. So if you're to fall, you're kind of pendulum swinging, and there's these big boulders and ledges and stuff, and in some ways these easier routes are so much harder, or not harder, these routes are so much scarier than some of the harder routes, which are like totally vertical. If you take a fall, there's nothing you're hitting, you know what I mean? These easier routes are very ledgy, and you take a fall on one of these boys, and yeah, you're gonna be screwed. It's gonna suck. And Mr. Bad Example is a prime example of why. So one lesson that I learned from Mr. Bad Example and also Sunshine Daydream is a little bit of run out and ledge fall potential. You know what I mean? It teaches you to kind of keep it together. Don't get too in your head about things. Feel secure, and yeah, just keep it together, which is a term I really like to use and I like to say a lot. It just really encompasses what it means to, you know, not stress out on the wall, not get impatient, and, you know, you're not over gripping and things like that. You're keeping it together. You're remaining calm. So yeah, that's one of the big lessons Mr. Bad Example teaches. The second one is the crux of the route, which right after that first easy clip, going to that second clip is the crux. I think it's the second clip. Either way, right there in the beginning, you kind of have all these little bad, slopey, crimpy things to hold on to, and you can even see it in the video. I'm kind of just reaching around, feeling all this stuff. None of it feels secure, and it takes me an abnormally long time to finally, you know, weasel my way up to making the move to that big horn, which once you got that horn, the rest of the route is pretty solid. But the lesson that it teaches me is I need to start training myself to really trust these smaller crimps and things like that, because, I mean, moving forward, these are going to be considered good holds. And thinking back to Mr. Bad Example now, and thinking back to the crux, all those things that I was feeling, all them little crimps and stuff that I was feeling on, were pretty good and definitely good enough to like get good feet, get any of them, and then make that move to the horn, and it would have been okay. So instead of reaching around for these big jug holds that I'm constantly looking for, I need to start understanding I'm going to be climbing harder stuff. And that harder stuff is going to be, you know, I'm going to be asking myself, why is there no place to, you know, to grab onto? And then the answer to that question is, you know, that little crimp that you feel up there that doesn't feel that good, you just got to trust it and make the move. And so that's kind of the lesson that particular crux teaches me, is that I just need to start trusting some of these worse holds, which aren't that bad, but when I'm outside climbing, I am a little more fearful to make certain moves and stuff like that. When I'm indoors, you know, they're all jugs, so to speak. Even the crimps are you know, they're gym holds, so they're good crimps versus you're outside. So anyways, those are the two main lessons that I feel like this route teaches me. Okay, and the last thing that I kind of want to cover is the format change, which you're going to notice in the, let me think, probably in 2 videos from now. I feel like you're going to notice it. I feel like it's the one beer shy video, which you'll see in a couple videos, but I'm going to post the unedited climb of me sending the route. Then I'm going to kind of do this part where I talk about it. And then after that, if you guys want to stick around, I'm going to do from clip number 1 onwards of every attempt that I made, if you guys want to see the process of me projecting that route. I've been trying to get better about filming every single lead attempt that I do. I haven't quite decided, like, do I want to film me top roping it and projecting it out? I don't think so. I think I want to just film every single lead attempt. So I'm not sure. It'll be a couple videos from now where you guys will see that format change, because these next couple videos I've been able to just flash them. But yeah, when I start getting onto the harder stuff, and believe me, I already have filmed some stuff that has given me some trouble, and I even have a current project right now where I've got a couple videos of me kind of projecting it out on leads. So it's been fun. It's getting harder, and yeah, it's been really exciting. So anyways, that's kind of the format moving forward. It might continue to morph and change throughout the channel. This is kind of season 1 of the channel, so I just hope it continues to evolve and things like that. Also, moving forward, I've got ideas, and I don't know how I want to do it, but I got ideas of incorporating some type of bouldering series into the channel in some type of podcasty thing. I don't really know yet how it's going to go, but something like that's going to happen. I want to start incorporating more into the channel than just this. So, yeah, that's kind of the format change and things to expect coming up with the channel. So, yeah, that's going to wrap it up for Mr. Bad Example. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video.